computer program, so I...
Um, Tell me about Trump stopping the vaccine mandate.
Upon taking office in January 2025, Donald Trump signed an executive order to reinstate military service members who were discharged for refusing the COVID vaccine, with back pay and benefits. In February 2025,
He's a fucking boss. He's a legend. So the military, they backed out. They knew what was going on and they didn't get it. He reinstated all those gentlemen. You know how powerful some of those dudes are?
he signed another executive order to prohibit federal funding for schools with COVID-19 vaccine mandates. Upon taking office in January 2025, Donald Trump signed an executive order to reinstate military service members who were discharged for refusing the COVID vaccine.
So Biden and Trudeau mandated and forced Canadians and Americans to get a vaccine. Trump squashed that. Where are all the bodies now? Show me where all the bodies are. All those people in healthcare all the bodies are piling up. Show me where they are right now. There's been no vaccines for how long? No boosters for how long? Why have the bodies not piled up? Man, you don't want to believe people in healthcare. They are some of the sickest people.
With back pay and benefits. In February 2025,
Have you guys heard RFK's new speech? How doctors fucking give prescriptions for money. Let's listen to RFK's very, very powerful speech. It's 2 minutes, by the way. Junior. This is unreal.
You're HHS.
Pay attention. I need you to pay attention because most of you are fucking corrupt.
Hi, it's Robert F. Kennedy Jr. here, your HHS secretary. At HHS, we have a division called the Biomedical Advanced Research and Development Authority, or BARDA. BARDA drives some of our most advanced scientific research. It funds developments of vaccines, drugs, diagnostics, and other tools to fight emerging diseases and national health threats. Over the past few weeks, BARDA reviewed 22 mRNA vaccine development investments and began canceling them. Let me explain why. Most of these shots are for flu or COVID, but as the pandemic showed us, mRNA vaccines don't perform well against viruses that infect the upper respiratory tract. Here's the problem. mRNA only codes for a small part of the viral proteins, usually a single antigen. One mutation and the vaccine becomes ineffective. This dynamic drives a phenomenon called antigenic shift, meaning that the vaccine paradoxically encourages new mutations and can actually prolong pandemics as the virus constantly mutates to escape the protective effects of the vaccine. Millions of people, maybe even you or someone you know, caught the Omicron variant despite being vaccinated. That's because a single mutation can make mRNA vaccines ineffective. The same risk applies to flu. After reviewing the science and consulting top experts at NIH and FDA, HHS has determined that mRNA technology poses more risks than benefits for these respiratory viruses.
Oh, wait, what? Did you hear what he just said?
That's why, after extensive review, BARDA has begun the process of terminating these 22 contracts totaling just under $500 million. To replace the troubled mRNA programs, we're prioritizing the development of safer, broader vaccine strategies, like whole virus vaccines and novel platforms that don't collapse when viruses mutate. Let me be absolutely clear. HHS supports safe, effective vaccines for every American who wants them. That's why we're moving beyond the limitations of mRNA for respiratory viruses and investing in better solutions. Thank you.
Produced by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
So remember, folks, the majority of you people out there are Muppets. You're sheeple. And you only believe the richest person in the room. That's why we can never be friends.